Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another Friday spiritual lecture. And this week we're talking about my post from Monday, which was I concede to love. In other words, I give in to love. Now, we all know that love is without a doubt the most potent energy in the world. It also feels great. Whatever the problem is, love soothes it, calms it, sorts it out. It always offers a solution to whatever's going on. This is the magic of love. And yet, there are times when all of us fight against it. Times when we all reject the solution of love. And the way I look at it, it's rather like being very, very thirsty. And someone comes up and says, hey, I've got a glass of the most beautiful, clear water here. Would you like it? And even though we need it and we understand what it will do for us, we still reject it. And this is what we do when we turn away from love. It's nonsensical, but we turn around and we say, no, I don't want to open my heart again. I don't want to allow the soothing energies of love to come in. So I'm sure that we can all think of a moment or two in our lives when we have rejected love. We have simply closed our hearts and said, no, I'm going to reject the love that is on offer to us. And there's a reason that we feel we want to stay angry. We want to stay in pain. We can feel it's empowering. Right now, my anger is with me and I feel like I'm in a position of strength. But actually we're not. And we secretly want to hang on to this pain, running away from the solution, because, as I've said, we're empowered by the anger, empowered by the pain, because we become the victim. And we all know that when we're the victim, everyone else runs around us, asking how can they help? What can we do? Let me spend time with you. Poor you. And of course we love, our ego especially loves all this attention. They absolutely soak it up. And also when we're angry, people around us, they treat us differently. They tread on eggshells around us. They will hide parts of their genuine feelings in order to not upset us further. So we really are in an amazing position of power. But it can also be an incredibly lonely place. And it's a place of great pain. Staying in anger or in rage, it is not a place of joy. Now, sometimes we'll also reject love because we fear that opening our heart is actually going to hurt too much. And we don't want that pain. And I can think back certainly to times when my heart has been hurt. It might have been my ego at the time, but I certainly felt like as though my heart had been hurt. And I would think, how do I mend this pain? What do I do? Because I didn't want to feel that way. I didn't want to feel so disempowered for me. Love has always been empowering. And I hated this feeling so much. And what I would do is I would actually deliberately send healing, send love out into the world. No matter how hurt I was, I would say, no, I am really going to send love out into the world. I'm going to force my sort of heart to creak open. And it would hurt. It would hurt like hell. But it gave a little bit of time. And suddenly my heart was clear. Suddenly I was elevated back into that space of joy and felt like I was shining again. I was the one who had to go through that little bit of pain in order to get the stunning reward of feeling like myself again and of healing all the agony that I was carrying. And I wouldn't suggest that we all do it so quickly, but it really proved to me just how incredibly powerful love is, that it could heal the deepest pain that I was carrying. Love just truly washed away all the fear, all the pain, instantly. Now, carrying anger and pain, it doesn't actually hurt anybody else, apart from ourselves. We're the only ones who suffer, just us. And I think what's important is to really ask ourselves, honestly, and say, do I want to stay in pain? Do I want to keep myself small right now? Do I truly want to be in this place of negativity? And I guarantee you that if you actually truthfully really listen to yourself, the answer will be no. I don't want to stay in pain. And as soon as we make that choice, it opens the door for love to come back into our lives. But we do have to make that choice, or we can stay in anger. So some people also have this feeling that if they stay in anger and in rage, it gives them a reason to exist. You know, it's as if being in the beautiful place of love and joy and peace, as though it isn't a good enough reason to exist. They need the passion of anger in order to justify why they're here. This is a nonsense. Love is not weak and pathetic. Love is dynamic and powerful and strong. And I know honestly that opening up to love can be painful. No, love will ask us to feel. When we are in a place of pain, when we shut down, we don't feel anything. Sure, we don't feel the lows, we don't go into that massive dark space, but we also don't feel the highs. And love comes with the most incredible highs. And if we're not willing to feel, then we miss out on the incredible gifts of connection and communication and pure joy that love brings to us. Life becomes empty as a result. You know, yes, as I said, we can remain in a more emotionally stable state, locked down, but life becomes flat, and we lose this ability to bond with others, to be part of a group, or even the ability to just look at the world and see the beauty of it. All this disappears without love in our lives. Falling into love, allowing love to come back in, it takes a leap. We do have to throw ourselves in. And we know that taking a leap, it's a risk. It feels risky. It's a leap into the unknown sometimes. But leaping into the energy of love, it is a risk that is worth taking. It's a risk that we should all take. Whatever is happening in your life right now, whatever pains you are carrying, take a risk. Take that leap. Love will always catch you. This is the beautiful thing. Love will always be there for you to catch you. And if you do that, your life will become colourful, more abundant and richer if you just allow love to be your guide and your friend. You don't need to fear letting the magic of love into your life. It's your natural way of being. It is our natural way of being. No matter what's happened, love will always be there for you. Always. Take that risk. So thank you very much for joining me here today. And I look forward to coming back and connecting with you all in love and in light. Bye-bye.